Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Motorsport Manager, and it is the second race of the third season for Archer BMR, and we're more or less set up to go. Now, it is sunny right now, but it's going to start raining pretty quickly in the race, so I've gone with a more aggressive stance here. We have soft tires. We're going to try and burn through them as quickly as possible. I am going to back off on our fuel burning, though, because I'm thinking about it. It'd probably be better if we have a really quick pit at this point and maybe not fuel up that much. So the less we fuel up, the better. And I don't even know if we really need that high of an attack strategy. We'll see. We'll just go ahead and start the race, and hopefully we'll be okay. Now, as far as our pole position goes, or where we are going to be, we're 10th and 16th. So probably going to have some issues with the pack in the race. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on the tire temps and our tire life. And hopefully we don't get too pack screwed here. Now, hopefully the more aggressive attack style will get us some positions, but at the same time we have to consider that the pack will also hurt us quite a bit here. So go in there, we get back 10th very briefly. Getting quite pack screwed here, so down to 14th. And let's go ahead and speed up time here. We're all the way down into 20th as well, so Mustafa does manage to get back to 13th briefly. But yeah, there's a lot of pack screwing going on here. At least that's what I call it. Where the game just, you have these weird, like, halts as cars in front of you slow down tremendously. Okay, so we're battling there, but we lose it. We're in 14th. So far, tire life is okay. We're going to have that rain coming in. Before it gets too wet, we're going to want to switch to intermediates, because being on these dry tires during wet weather will slow us down tremendously. So 14th and 19th is where we are. May have been a collision there with somebody, because that guy just pitted. As a matter of fact, two guys pitted, so I'm going to assume a collision. With a more aggressive attacking style that we have right now, we might run into trouble with that as well. Alright, the rain's going to be coming in here. Okay, we're back into 14th there, but down into 15th, into 13th. We didn't manage to gain a position. Boris is fighting pretty hard here to get 17th. He had a chance on 16th there, but not quite. Okay, the rain's going to start coming in, so I think we're going to need to pit here. So I'm going to go ahead and pit Mustafa, because he can get out quicker. We'll get him some intermediates, fuel him up, and we'll get him that fast 6-second pit. Now, I don't know if I'm going to pit Boris at the same time. I'm going to have to see. But that is the strategy for now. All right, here comes that rain. There might be enough of a separation that 6 seconds isn't going to be too bad. But they're really darn close to each other, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. Yeah, I think we have to pit here. I might see what the car in the one position does. Oh, wow. Boris made a big move there. He's into 14th. And May... Okay. A lot of people are pitting here, I think. So I can't pit Boris, I don't think. I'm going to back him off on the attacking strategy. I'm going to do the same thing with Mustafa here, just so I don't forget. And I just don't feel like I can pit Boris here. Oh, I say, and then he collides. Okay, well, we're going to get screwed here. There's nothing I can do about it. We're going to have to put intermediates on. I'll fuel them up. And then we got to fix that part. We just got collided with. And that's going to take 13 seconds. And because he's in front of Mustafa, that actually sucks hard. That means he's going to delay Mustafa, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. So we just got screwed hard there. And again, there's nothing I could do about that. That was just dumb luck that happened like that. I was going to keep Boris out, but that was really bad. Because it not only hurt Boris, it also hurt Mustafa really hard. I may have been able to cancel his pit, but it was just the timing was just right. So I had to get Boris off as quickly as possible so he didn't get hurt too bad by that. Just an unfortunate series of events. We had that little bit of body contact there. Alright, so we've got... I think we can probably push with these tires. We're going to be running cooler temperatures. I am going to run at a faster time now. Our park conditions aren't too bad right now. That suspension might be a problem, though. I don't know how we're going to finish in this race now. We'll have to see. We'll have to see with pitch strategies and things like that. Oh, here comes a yellow flag. Well, I don't know if there's really a reason for us to pit. Oh, and the yellow flag came off really quick, so they must have been able to clear that guy out. He just slid off and crashed, which helps Mustafa slightly, but... Alright, there goes Boris getting 14th. Good to see. Mustafa's quite a bit behind, unfortunately. It would have actually been nice to get a safety car out, because we would have been able to close the gap with the cars in the top 6. But so far, no luck there. Alright, well, we're just gonna hunker down here and try and go for the stay out strategy. Guy in 15th is going to be pitting. A lot of people in front of us are pitting. Oh, we got to pit. I'm going to pit. I probably can afford to pit both. I'm going to pit, get wet tires here. We're going to fuel up. 9 seconds is kind of a long time. And then Mustafa, we're also going to pit here because we need those tires. We can't stay out here on intermediates. So let's go ahead and pit here. Get those wets. Get that fuel. We're going to do a fast pit here, so he'll get out quickly. Problem is Boris going to get out quickly enough? There's there's a bit of a gap here, so we might be okay. Yeah, it worked out. It was close. Okay, Boris is out in 15th, 13th, and Mustafa comes out in 16th, so that's good to see. I'm gonna go on a push strategy here for both cars so we get those temperatures a little bit warmer, and then we'll back off. So 13th, 16th, we made up some ground there on the pits. And hopefully Boris can start to close up this gap between this pack in front of him. Alright, well, some bad luck there early on, but hopefully we can overcome it. I'm going to back off on the attack here for now. No, I'm not. Because we're going to be drying off yet again. And we might go full dry, so let's abuse these tires as much as we can. I might even go full attack here. Yeah, let's go full attack. Full attack. Let's try and make up some space here. And hopefully our pits work out for us again. Keep an eye on the tire temps and the tire life. But I don't think we're going to be on these tires all that long, so let's burn through them. I don't know if I've really caught up all that much with the cars in front of me. This is just, you know, really not a great result for us, though. And it was really just that one event, I think, really screwed us out of the middle of the pack right here. Alright. Tires are getting warm. I think I'm going to back off in the attack. We'll go straight to push. How is our parts condition going? Yeah, suspension is looking dicey on Mustafa's car. Alright, we'll take care of that. When you pit. Fortunately, I don't think there's any parts condition problems with Boris's car. Alright, so after this, we're going to be pitting. And I'm going to be pitting with both cars. So, looks like it's going to dry off here quite a bit. So I'm going to switch to inners. And we'll fuel up here. I'm not going to do a lot of fuel, though. Because I don't want the pit to be too long. Yeah, so 8 seconds. Whatever I can get with 8 seconds, I'm going to do. Let's continue. And we're not fixing any... Oh, wait, this is Mustafa? Hold on a second. That's not who I wanted to pit. I wanted to pit Boris. I mean, I'm still going to probably pit, but not now. Pit. Enters. Again, only take as much fuel as we can. Okay, there we go. 8 seconds. How much fuel does that get us? 9. Well, we're going to need to pit again anyway. Because the tires, we're eventually probably going to get dry here. So, inners is only going to be a temporary thing. We'll go ahead and pit. We'll wait for Mustafa to get around, then we'll tell him to pit. Okay, Mustafa, now you're around. Go ahead and pit. Again, you're going to be taking inners, I think. We'll fuel you up. Might as well max you out, because you're going to be in the pits a while. Part condition, we're going to have to fix this. And we'll do a fast pit, though. 16 seconds isn't too bad. And let's go back to Boris here. We'll have to see what the other cars do here, if any of them are going to pit. Because it's going to start drying off here pretty rapidly. I mean, my timing on the pitch might be a little bit off. We'll have to see. Come on, be quick, be quick. There we go. All right. So, go on the attack. Down to 17th, unfortunately. And we look like we're going to be down to 19th here. And, I guess you can stick with pushing. Ah, screw it. Go on the attack. We're only going to be on these tires for a little while. What are you talking about? It's drying off here really rapidly. Just chill. Everybody else is pitting and taking inners, I think. Question is, are we even remotely close enough to take advantage of it? I don't think so. This is just one of those races that didn't go particularly well. And a lot of that is the rain. I just hate rain. Well, we're back into 13th here. Alright, water's drying off. Inners are the right choice. And then we'll wait until it's drier, and we'll switch over to dry tires. So again, we're going to be attacking the crap out of these tires. And then we're going to go out and get some dry tires here. I'm probably going to start thinking about pitting here pretty soon. And then the goal is to just live on whatever tires we've got. At this point, I think we could get enough fuel in the car make it around. So after this lap, I'm gonna pit here and get dry tires. All right, yeah, we need to back off on these tires maybe. We'll go to normal for now. Okay, Boris, you're going to hit here. And we're going to get you... What would get him around? We've got 11 laps. I mean, in theory, soft tires would get him around, but I prefer the mediums. Get you fueled up so that you've got enough fuel to make it. That'll be 12 laps. And then... There you go. Pit. That's 11 seconds. It's kind of long. And then... Mustafa, I'm going to wait until he goes around. We could pit him now. You know what? Why not? Let's pit him now. And get him on medium tires. Get him fueled up so he can make it around. Park condition. Do we fix the gearbox or let it go? I say we fix it. It's, you know, kind of close here. We'll fix it. We'll go quick. He's probably going to be in dead last, but what can you do? It was just a race that didn't really go very well for us. Boris is actually caught up with the rest of the pack here, which is good to see. Although we will be pitting. Oh, a car did retire. That's interesting. We're up into 12th. We're right on the heels of the guy in 11th. But there we go, pitting. Now, Mustafa's complaining about how much water is on the track, but that will dry off very quickly. I didn't change the tires. Oh, no, I did. It just took a little while to register. I'm going to have push here and push here just so that we get that going. We're out into 15th, 16th, but we pitted first, so we should be okay. We have excess fuel, so we can burn extra fuel if we want. Mustafa's going to get 17th here. And track's drying off. It's drying off. People are getting tires here. Guy in 15 is going to pit. We are probably going to be able to pass some people here with Boris. We're going to be up into 10th and have a chance on the guy in 9th. I don't want to burn extra fuel right now. Guy in 9th is having some mechanical problems. We've got a big gap in between 17th and 15th, 16th, so we'll have to work on that. But I don't know if Mustafa's going to do much better than he's doing right now. We'll just have to see. Tire temps are getting high. Let's back that off here a little bit. As long as we can keep on the guy in 9th heels, we have a chance of getting our sponsorship in a very rough race. I don't know if we'll be seeing any pitting here. Okay. So we got some park condition with our gearbox. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to live with it. We do get into 9th because of a pit. Although that guy might be coming back on us pretty hard here soon. We might have a chance at 16th here if Mustafa gets around fast enough. Unfortunately not, but we did... Oh, no, he did manage to pass, but... Alright, well... Just gonna have to wait and see here. Might be a good call to start burning some extra fuel here. Although that might run the gearbox harder. Alright, for whatever reason, Mustafa's dropped back quite a bit, and the car in 16th is well in front of him now. I'm going to keep an eye on the fuel gauge here. I'm actually going to burn fuel here with Mustafa's car as well, because we've got excess fuel. We do get him around. That's because that guy has mechanical problems. Looks like we are catching up to the guy in 8th and 7th, though. We have a pit in front of us. We might be able to get around fast enough. As a matter of fact, we have a number of pits in front of us. So we're going to be up into 6th now. All right, the suspension, a lot of things wrong with this car. We're going to have to back off on the engine. We're a little bit rough with the gearbox here. I'm going to have to back off there too, I think. All right, here's hoping we can make it around 4 laps with a gearbox issue. All right, we're up into 15th with Mustafa. That's good news. Tires are still okay temperature-wise. 6th place is much better than I expected to do. Although, again, we're going to have to see if the gearbox holds out. There is a gap in front of us, unfortunately, with the car in 5th and 6th. I don't feel like we have much choice here. I gotta burn fuel if we want to keep this position, because the guy in 7th is really on my butt. He's still catching me. I don't know if there's going to be much we can do about that. We've got some cars retiring here. Let's back off here. Yeah, I know. I know your gearbox is having troubles. So we should be gaining some places here. We're up into 5th. But the guy in 6th is still on my butt. Yeah, I know. This is pretty much it. One more lap. We're in 13th with Mustafa. So that's good to see. We're in 5th, but not sure if we're going to be able to hold that or not. With this car right on our butt. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can make it. We should be able to coast through, honestly, even if the gearbox went out on us. Car in 4th is smoking. We gotta push here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, not enough. So we finished 13th and 5th. Could have been better. We had some unfortunate things happen. Mustafa probably should have finished better than he did. And that was maybe my bad. But it turned out okay in the end. All right, so we managed a 4-stop race. That was pretty much the norm, I'd say, 4 or 5 stops. I can't wait until we get into a race where we don't have the mechanical problems we're having in this race. Let's continue here. We didn't break any rules. And it doesn't look like really anyone else did. We had a lot of cars retire, and that's just the nature of early season. But 5th and 13th, so kind of close to how we did last time, although Mustafa drops down a little bit in the drivers' rankings. And we are in 3rd, so we were at 4th. So some of the top teams must have had a pretty rough race there. There's a 12-point lead, though, with Octane Racing, who is now, I guess, the top dog. All right. Let's see how the chairman feels about that. Though, I mean, technically, you came in 3rd. See, again, I don't understand. How did we come in 3rd for this race when we did worse than last time? I don't know. In any case, get some improvements to our stats and a little bit extra marketability. and get some cash, as we did get our sponsorship bonus. And all right, well, it's nice to see us go up in the team standings, even if we do drop down a little bit in the driver's standings. As a matter of fact, Boris is in 4th, even though he's had 2 5th-place finishes. Okay, well, let's take a look at our mail real quick. So it's going to take 28 hours to fix the cars. So we're going to have to wait for that to do anything else. We're going to have our one part finish its design work pretty quickly here too. Let's go to the mailbox. We've got a scouting report finished on the driver for Firebird MRT. And our car repair is finished. So let's go ahead and go into the improvement screen. And at this point, I'm going to go with the 1010, although we're probably going to switch over to full reliability pretty soon. I'm going to get rid of that gearbox, get rid of the engine, get rid of the suspension. And what do we have that's a little bit lower? So we've got our other gearbox here, needs improvements in reliability. We've got, we're going to have a new engine, so I'm not going to worry about that engine. And we've got our brakes needing still some improvement. So we'll do those improvements. And we should be, I would say, around about the 70% mark with our reliability for the next race. So that shouldn't be too bad. We have some sponsors to pick up here, but I'm going to wait until these guys get full up before we do that. And let's go ahead and continue here so that we get that part. That's done. So engine build finished. Let's go ahead and first build our new part. So what are we a little bit behind on? So right now in suspension, we're 4th. That's, I think, the best that we have right now as far as teams. Deceleration, we're 6th. Acceleration, we're 6th. And top speed, we're 6th. Now, for the next race, deceleration is crucial. So because deceleration doesn't take, the brakes don't take much time to build, I think I'm going to do that because we have a really good chance of getting them nice and reliable and ready for Milan GP, which is predicted to be sunny. So we're not going to have some of the issues with the rain and how that messes with your strategy. Oh, I wanted design parts. There we go. Let's go to brakes. And what I would like to do is first start with 25 to max, and then plus 2 days gives 15 to max, and then plus 20. Yeah, let's do that. So it does add on a little bit of time there. We might not be able to get it quite reliable enough to use for the race, but at least, we're getting the brakes built before the race would be around. Let's go ahead and build those parts. The cost is $650,000. Confirm. And let's improve parts now. So the new part we just got was an engine, and it's at 40%. We're going to want that up for sure. So I'm going to cancel out this brake improvement, and we're going to put the engine in place instead. Do I want to go full reliability or not? That's the one thing I'm not sure about. I could stick with 1010 until we get the next part design. This should get these parts up reliable enough that they're ready for the race. I'm not sure about the engine. That's kind of a tough call, whether or not it'd be ready in time. But we're going to probably, as soon as we get those brakes, go full reliability. So we'll have a period of a week of full reliability. You know what? I'm going to go full reliability just so we don't take any chances here. With the engine and suspension and gearbox, we're probably good for the most part. So let's do that. We still only have the 2 sponsorship offers. Let's go ahead and continue here. Oh, I'll go until this event finishes. Okay. So let us... Ooh, look, we've got more offers here. We've got 3 here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this offer. So this is 4th or above. We get at 900,000 per race. Or 4th or above, we get $1 million up front and 800,000 per race. Or we go with 8th or above, we get 500,000. I'm going to take this. Even though fourth or above is kind of challenging for us right now, I think that it is the better call. Anyway, we get $1 million up front, so that offsets a little bit. Like, for instance, if we failed to get this for 2 races, that'd be equivalent if we failed to get this for 2 races. We'd still get $1 million. Or, I mean, we got this for 2 races, but we failed to get this. It would be balancing it out. So hopefully, eventually, we can get fourth or above more reliably. In any case, let's go ahead and accept that offer. And we at least get some money in the bank. And we now only have 16th or above or 4th or above. So that's kind of rough. We're not done with the sponsorships here yet. So we'll wait on that. But just with that one sponsorship I took, we're ranked 4th, which is interesting, even though we are down a sponsorship. In any case, I think it's a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.